My intro is just going to be off the cuff because, quite frankly, I can't read scripts, they annoy me, I keep messing up, it annoys the hell out of me. So the individual you see right now is known as Cardiffornia Gurl. She is a contributor at BBC Sesh. She recently produced a very, very silly video with the help of BBC Sesh that goes over the notion of thin privilege. A lot of people have already made a video on this, I just want to go over it personally, as well as another video that she produced, and maybe little tidbits if I feel like it. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Thin privilege. Now, it's not a mythical creature or something made up.
Thin privilege is entirely made up, whether or not you like that. Thin privilege was made up by individuals that wish to have their cake and eat it too. Individuals that don't want to be joked about in a society that jokes about everything. They don't want to be judged in a society that judges everyone. They don't want to be humiliated in a society that humiliates everyone. They don't want to reap what they sow. They want it to be gluttonous creatures, but they don't want to be judged as though they're gluttonous creatures. They want to inconvenience so many people on a day-to-day basis, but they don't want to be judged as though they are a burden on everyone else. The notion of thin privilege was created by self-entitled children, and you are one of those children.
If you're thin, you have a certain privilege. So everyday tasks that a thinner person can take for granted, they can leave a plus-size person like myself feel full of anxiety, burden and upset and feeling as though they don't belong and don't deserve a place in here.
I'm just gonna be frank, even though it may make me seem heartless, I don't care. I do not care about your feelings. You don't care about everyone's feelings. Why should I care about everyone's feelings? Simply because this hurts you? Simply because you don't like the words that are said to you? Simply because you don't like how people look at you? You are reaping what you have sown. You have chosen to be a glutton, so people are judging you as a glutton.
So, public transport. What a nightmare for plus-size people. Just think, can you sit in a seat and not be met with sighs, huffing, puffing, and someone squirming in the seat next to you, making you feel uncomfortable and knowing that they don't want you there?
So you're telling me, when you invade someone's personal space, they act like you're invading their personal space. When you inconvenience someone, they act like you're inconveniencing them. Wow, color me shocked. That never happens to skinny people. Ever. No, that only happens to fat people.
Shopping, can you go into 99.9% of the high street and shop, try on and take an outfit away that very same day and not actually being able to go and enjoy the experience of shopping?
Hey stores, why do you cater to a majority of the population? Why don't you cater to me? Hold on, I need to go buy some fries and nachos. Answer that later.
Grabbing something to eat, just think, can you pop into a bakery, pick up a donut and sit there and then enjoy it and not feel that you've been met with stares or comment, I cannot do that.
Okay, if you think that you're beautiful, you think that, oh, you're fat, you're curvaceous, you look amazing, you like your booty. Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, you think that you're this amazing thing. Why do you care about people staring at you? Why do you care about people whispering about you? Why do you care? If you believe that you are perfect the way you are, why do you care about what they say? Be an adult. Don't care. Do you know how many things I've been called over the years? Do you know how many I've cared about? 0. Literally 0.
Going to the doctors. Are you able to go and be seen and diagnose what is actually wrong with you? Or is the appointment turned into a weigh-in session? And to be honest, I actually avoid going to the doctors now just because I don't feel like I'm taken seriously.
Do you know why when you go to the doctors it becomes a weigh-in session and they worry about your weight? They tell you to lose weight, they tell you to maintain a certain weight. All this stuff about weight is because those medical professionals that have gone to school for years and years and years just to serve you, they know more about this topic than you. They know that the notion of healthy at any size is complete and utter BS. They know that weight has a serious impact on your health. They know better than you. The fact that you stop going just because they worry about your weight, because they have to worry about your health, because they are doctors, that just shows you are a child and you don't wish to accept reality.
Just because someone's smaller, just in the same way as someone's bigger, there's no way that you could diagnose someone's health just by looking at them. You wouldn't go up to a thin person or comment on pictures, listing off all the health problems that they may or may not have. Yet again, another privilege. So I can put a picture up on Instagram and I'm listed with everything that's wrong with me. Of course, none of it is true because nothing's wrong with me.
You are a self-centered moron. Legitimately, if this is what you honestly believe, you are a self-centered moron. People go up to underweight individuals and question them about their health all the freaking time. They try to diagnose underweight individuals all the freaking time. But you don't care about that because you're obese. You only care about the obese people. You only care about the overweight individuals. You don't care about the individuals shaming underweight individuals. You don't care about that. You legitimately don't. You're not making a video on weight shaming or weight privilege. No, you're making a video based on thin privilege because you don't care. And do you know why individuals go up to people that are underweight and overweight alike and try to diagnose them, try to say, hey, what's wrong with you? It's because everyone knows your weight affects your health. Doctors know this. Therapists know this. Everyone knows this. Individuals that go out and say, healthy at any size, oh, weight doesn't affect your health, they're lying to you. They are legitimately lying to you just to make themselves feel better. Since you are clearly an obese individual, or at least overweight, do you know what's more likely for you to have? What you are more likely to get? High blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, coronary heart disease, stroke, gallbladder disease, sleep apnea and general breathing problems, low quality of life, some cancers, mental illness such as clinical depression, anxiety, and other mental disorders, body pain, and difficulty with physical functioning. We can prove this. We can show it is affected by your weight. You're more likely to get these because you are overweight.
Before you roll your eyes at the idea of thin privilege, just try putting yourself in someone else's shoes and just looking at it from their point of view, how it could affect them or how it could make them feel. I'm not having to go at thin people at all, but just simply acknowledging there is the privilege that society has unfortunately put on people who are thinner, just to combat it, just acknowledge it, be accepting of anybody of any size, and don't fall into what society and the media are trying to tell us that are right or wrong. There are bigger people in the world, there are smaller people in the world, celebrating everybody's differences, everybody being kind to one another regardless of your size.
Individuals like this are not adults. They behave like children. They don't want to be judged for the choices they have made. They don't want to accept reality. They don't want to be judged for the path they have chosen. They want you to be a kind-hearted, accepting individual whenever they advocate for whatever beliefs they have. But if you disagree with them, or if you go against their beliefs, they will call you or support others calling you the nastiest names in the books. Racist, fascist, homophobic, all the nasty terms that they can apply to you, they will happily try to apply to you, or they will support others that are trying to apply it to you. These individuals are hypocrites. Childish hypocrites. And they do not get what everyone is telling them, even medical professionals. No one should listen to these people. Genuinely, no one.
You're glorifying obesity. Do you really need that extra side? Silly things fat girls are sick of hearing. Do you feel bad at how much you cost the NHS? So people sit behind screens and type away, saying what they want to make people feel like utter shit. Don't waste your time trolling. I'll do it for you.
So this is just what you would say to troll. You're not going to mix any genuine questions in with the trolly questions, are you? To invalidate them? No, you wouldn't do that. You're a 100% genuine person, aren't you?
Here's a bunch of stupid stuff to say to fat girls. How much do you weigh? How much do you earn? What kinky stuff goes on in the bedroom? Are you feeling comfortable? Right, so why would you ask someone how much they weigh?
Why did you only comment on one question when you mentioned 4? And you do realize that at least 3 of those 4 questions will be asked of basically everyone throughout their lifetime. How much do you weigh? How much do you earn? And are you feeling uncomfortable? People ask everyone that, whether or not they're fat or skinny. Why do you feel as though it's super stupid to ask that of a fat chick?
Do you feel bad at how much you cost the NHS? Well, no, I pay my taxes, I don't smoke, I hardly drink, I actually hardly go to the doctors, and it's called the National Health Service, so we're all entitled to it, duh. I contribute just like you do.
Did you hear, guys? She doesn't smoke and she doesn't drink. Nothing else she possibly can do would ever affect her health. Consuming an obscene number of calories probably every single day? No, that doesn't affect someone's health. Not at all, guys. Not at all.
You're glorifying obesity. Thanks. I am actually killing the gram at the moment. The only thing that I'm glorifying is the fact that I'm a human being who deserves respect, love, attention, just like anybody else. And the fact that I'm fabulous.
Yes, you are indeed a human being, but you do not deserve anyone's respect by default. You do not deserve anyone's attention by default. If you want someone's attention, you earn it. If you want someone's respect, you earn it. You do not get that simply because you are a human being.
Don't you realise how much of a health hazard you are? No more hazard than your negativity and ego, so we're probably on the same level, hun.
I don't know if you're reading off a script or if that's something that you thought was so good as a comeback, but that was actually pathetic. Genuinely, that was pathetic. When you know someone or hear of someone dying because their ego caused such an incredible strain on their health, please come back.
Do you really need that exercise? Yes, I do need that exercise. I'm hungry, I want to eat. And what I'm eating actually has nothing to do with you unless you pay in.
See, you have every single right to continue eating whatever the heck you want to eat in whatever amounts you want to eat it. But people will judge you. People will judge you if you try to maintain that level of obesity or worsen it over the years. They will judge you, they will poke fun of you, they will treat you like you're an obese person because guess what, you're obese. It's probably going to eventually have an impact on your health, and based on that bum video, didn't your masseuse actually say this is probably what's causing you pain? Your weight.
Where did you get the outfit from, hun? If you're trying to diss me, pipe down Regina George, but if you do genuinely like what I'm wearing, check it out, it's linked on the gram. Oh, hun, you're not fat. Not fat, me? So, I am 100% fat. It's just a descriptor, and I'm completely owning the word, and I'm confident, and I just love the person that I am.
If you love who you are, you love how you are, you love your fat, you love all this stuff, why do you complain about how people judge you, how they perceive you, how they act around you, because you're probably a freaking inconvenience to them? Why do you care? Why can you not behave like an adult and simply not care what they think? Secondly, you're not just fat. I will happily go out on a limb and say you're probably morbidly obese.
Ooh, have you lost weight? No, Karen, I haven't lost weight. But maybe if I had, it was because I've got over the deadly flu. Or maybe I've put weight on. Just don't mention or question my weight yet. So, there we have it. I've saved you guys the trolling.
Do not question or mention her about the obvious thing on her. Do not do that. She loves her fat, she loves her weight, she loves her bum. But don't you dare mention her fat. Don't you dare mention her weight. Don't you dare ever ask about it. Because for some reason, she loves herself how she is. But she cannot stand anyone simply questioning her about it. Otherwise, if you do that, if you question her about her weight, you're a troll. So let's just go through some interesting tweets I found while going through Cardiffornia Gurl's Twitter. All I really did was search for keywords like fatphobia, fatphobic, racist, fascist, all the usual buzzwords because, quite frankly, if you're doing a video like this, odds are you're probably that type of person. The first tweet starts with Boozy McFloozy.
The replies to this are genuinely depressing. It's funny how it's mostly thin people that say that thin privilege doesn't exist. And why do we have to lose weight? Why isn't the onus on society to change and be more accepting? I hate people.
Because you can lose weight. Your health is probably being affected by your weight. Everyone's being inconvenienced by your weight. Overall, society is not going to change. Every single person in that society is not going to change. Just so you don't have to stop eating. Just so you don't have to start working out. You are that weight. You have chosen to be that weight. People are going to judge you based on that weight. And that's it. Cardiffornia Gurl replies,
Thank you. It's funny how no one can wrap their heads around a fat woman actually loving herself fat. It's sad as their words clearly show how insecure they are. If they loved themselves more, the ignorance and hate wouldn't pour from them hard.
Well, if you love yourself like that, why do you care what other people say? Why do you care? Are you so childish as to care about the words of people you don't know? Obviously you are. Boozy replies,
I had a conversation with my mom this weekend. She's trying to stop smoking. The main reason she's done this before is that she didn't want to put on weight. It's like the worst thing you can do.
Yes, because your weight will affect your self-esteem. Your weight will affect what you can do physically. Your weight will affect your overall health. Putting on weight to such an extreme degree as Cardiffornia Gurl has done, it will impact your lifespan. Unironically, it will affect your overall lifespan. You will probably die sooner simply because you have all that weight on you. Cardiffornia Gurl replies again,
Honestly, and this whole fox concern on people's health is just a master fat phobia. People, especially those who believe fat people are miserable and upset, can't fathom that a fat person is happier than them.
No, there are plenty of fat people that accept who they are, accept what the people say to them, accept that people will mock them, and they just go on living their lives. But those that constantly cry about thin privilege, oh, people mock me, people insult me, people question me about my weight, it's very clear that you're not truly happy how you are. Because you cannot simply accept what people say to you and ignore it. And just brush it off, because you don't care, you're happy how you are. Moving on. So this tweet chain actually involved a Twitter user who had their Twitter deleted, or deactivated. I believe it was actually deleted, but Cardiffornia Gurl did us the amazing service of actually screenshotting what the person said before they had their Twitter deleted. So Cardiffornia Gurl begins.
And in my case, my health isn't at jeopardy either. You know nothing about me and are taking me at face value. You have no idea about my diet, how I exercise, how I care for my body. But please do tell me how all fat people are unhealthy one more time.
Do you know why we probably have a very good idea how much you eat and how much you exercise or how little you exercise? It's because you're still morbidly obese. You're still visually morbidly obese. You're not losing weight, and you are actually proud to be that obese. So something tells me you're not actually trying to lose it. And do you know the one key thing that you actually need to have, or two key things actually, that you need to have to actually lose weight and maintain a healthy lifestyle? A good diet and a good exercise routine. You're not losing weight. You're still morbidly obese. So yeah, you're probably not all that healthy, or you won't be years down the line, because you're putting yourself at risk of type 2 diabetes and all those other conditions I listed off. So these next two tweets are again going to be Cardiffornia Gurl because we can't see what the individual replied. Cardiffornia Gurl didn't screenshot that, unfortunately. So Cardiffornia Gurl.
As you said, lovely, you're not a doctor.
And Cardiffornia Gurl again.
Good luck, but stop going around pretending you know what's fact and what isn't.
You don't know what's fact and what isn't either, and you're clearly not a doctor because you don't know crap about what your weight does to your health. What it puts you at likelihood of getting. Your weight is literally detrimental to your health. Your doctors have clearly reaffirmed this repeatedly, and that made you stop going to them. So the individual replies to Cardiffornia Gurl saying, you don't know what's fact and what isn't, by saying,
I'll just leave this here for you. It's not my words or my data, so that should be sufficient for your standards. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women by a huge margin. I'm American, so I use American stats.
And she links to a cdc.gov website. So it's obviously government-backed information and statistics. Cardiffornia Gurl is not pleased with that, so she replies, stop using American stats on a British person and masking your fat phobia with faux concern. Also, hate to break it to you, but unless you're not a woman, you're at risk too. Crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing. We're all at risk of something. Disease doesn't discriminate by size. You are an actual moron. You are legitimately a moron. We can prove that your weight is tied to your health. Your weight will affect whether or not you're at increased risk of getting specific conditions. And one of those things is coronary heart disease. Your weight makes you more likely to get coronary heart disease. And it doesn't matter whether or not it's American statistics or British statistics. Our diet is not so dissimilar. Not to mention, this is primarily focused on your weight, not how you got to that morbid obesity. And it wouldn't be a fat person crying online if they weren't also crying about Trump. Cardiffornia Gurl on Twitter.
I genuinely feel a bit sick knowing Trump will be president in the next couple of hours. I'm seriously concerned for the world if Trump becomes president. Like, no, this can't happen. Seriously, when is this guy gonna get impeached? Get Trump out! America, how? Why? I'm still asking myself, how hasn't he been impeached? America, what the You've gone possibly back 1,000 years. Let's see in 4 years how your country's gonna suffer. Hashtag F Trump. Oh god, the panic set in. That Trump is gonna be the president? So is this what hell looks like?
There's also the beautiful hypocrisy in which Cardiffornia Gurl's fans, who I presume are also fat, went out and attacked another BBC Sesh contributor because that contributor made a video based on skinny shaming. This individual actually had to go up to Cardiffornia Gurl on Twitter and ask, hey, can you please ask your fans to stop sending mean words? Now personally, I don't care. These are mean words online. Block everyone. Literally just block everyone you don't want. That's it. But I just find it funny. Cardiffornia Gurl and her fans that constantly ask for acceptance, constantly ask for the world to change to suit them, will go out and attack skinny individuals. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.